Hey friends, welcome back to Coal Country Homestead. By the time you see this video, you will already seen my injury that is going on. Most of the videos that I share with you all are, we're knocking the island apart, are a week to 2 weeks behind when they happened in real life, just to allow real life editing time for us, with having a real life. So this one I'm going to try to get out much sooner than that because I feel like we've been really quiet and haven't been able to share much because I've had my injury. So I have not been in the kitchen. I haven't been able to cook. Like I've shared with you all, I can't even brush my own hair. I'm not supposed to be using my left hand really at all for anything beyond very minimal use. And I don't have much movement in my hand either to be able to do much. But our life still continues to move on. 3 meals a day get served in this kitchen most days still, and homesteading and seed starting. And so there's a lot still happening, and really everything is happening because everyone else has been doing the literal heavy lifting. All right, so I've said many times that part of having a stocked pantry, having, bulk items, is stewarding them. And during all of this, and right before my injury, it was getting to be time to restock all of my spices and stop picking over here. Time to restock all of my spices and kind of tidy up there, put some new things out that we had purchased, which you had all seen in our bulk haul video that we did. And Isabella has been so gracious as to agree to help her mama do all of this. And she was really excited to do it all. So we are going to get the spices restocked. But I thought, since I have a captive audience here real quick, that I would see, how do you think it's been since your mama hasn't been able to do all the cooking?
A little chaotic.
I'm going to give her the mic.
It's been a little chaotic
Mm-hmm.
because some people don't know how to cook, but we're independent, me and Lena. So we've been doing pretty good. But
do you think that the kind of food that we've been eating has been much different? Where I make big meals and
a little, but not much, because some of the stuff we make, you made it already.
like freezer meals
Yeah.
or stuff that's canned already. So all of the work that we put in before has made this easier. I almost feel like this is more of a pantry challenge than the pantry challenge was to us. Like, if you ever want to see how your family would do, have the person who does the majority of this just sit back for 2 or 3 days and say everyone else needs to do everything and just see what happens.
The pantry challenge we did was, it was only you could only go shopping twice.
Yeah.
But we just go shopping, even though yesterday we went to Costco.
Now we can shop, but it's been more of a, not a challenge, but a drive to have them source the ingredients in our house and try and put meals together themselves, really, for the first time. So we've had a lot of cooking that still takes place, even though it isn't necessarily captured on camera.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a lot of, like I said, projects still happen, even though I've just been kind of stationary, which is really hard for me. You want me to take that back? But in all of this, we need to restock our spices. So Isabella brought up from the basement our spices that we have in excess that we keep down in our pantry cantry. They're labeled herbs and spices. We have an extra box here of things that we bought during the original pantry challenge of items. Some things we're going to have to create new jars for because we didn't have these items previously. Now, the way that I do my jars, I'm just going to grab one here. I do them a few ways. We have our like semi big and then like a medium, and I created labels for each and every one of the jars. And then we have mini ones. Yep. We have our little mini ones. Now, our mini ones are what we originally started with when Zachary built our spice rack. We were just doing little mini spice jars like this and filling those. But very quickly, I realized that with the amount of cooking that I do at home, scratch meals, I would go through these so fast, and especially during canning season. I mean, this one container could be just part of one batch of a canning session. So we've grown over time and still ever evolving. So we're going to fill some stuff today, and I just thought that maybe I could bring you along in a little.
My favorite can is the crushed red pepper, and I always thought that it would just get magically refilled.
This one, this jar is Isabella's favorite, as she was saying. It has a little sunflower on the top and the little clip style closure. I've gotten pretty handy with one hand here. Clip style closure. And this jar has been around since I was young. There used to be a whole collection of these jars with different spices, and this is the only one that has lasted the test of time. So this is a treasured in our house. And this is just crushed red pepper that we use for like seasoning your own plate. And then I do keep another jar this size of crushed red pepper out for cooking and recipes. So the next few weeks, as you've seen on the video that Zachary did, telling you all about what's going on, things are going to be different for the next few weeks. I don't know how long this injury is going to keep me down. I have another checkup tomorrow, and it's been over 2 weeks now, and I still don't have the ability to, like I said, use my hand, drive, do any of those things. We'll see. But in this season that we are in right now, good or bad, we're going to make the best of it. And I am going to take advantage of this time to really develop the skills for my girls that they have been slowly gaining throughout this time. And we are going to be learning how to make different things that I make. They're going to improve their cutting and knife skills. And we're next week going to be teaching them how to make sofrito, and I will bring you all along for that as well. So we have a lot of good things that are going to be happening. I know I shared with you all yesterday was a rough day for me, and today is better. Pain yesterday was really bad. So we're making the best of everything as a family. And you might learn a thing or two from us along the way of some new dishes. And I will still be in the kitchen because, dear God, we all know that I can't stay out of the kitchen. So even if you don't see me, I might just be in the background lurking somewhere or coaching them on how to do things. But we are still going to be pushing out videos to share with you and everything we do, right? I think Bella has some more baking to do coming up, probably some more summery kind of dishes. And we're going to work a lot more on her cooking. She doesn't yet have as much cooking experience as Angelina does, just because, well, they have so many years in between them. So
it's only like 3.5.
Only 3.5, but that's a big deal when you're at your age gap to have those kitchen skills. And you have a lot already. So we have stocked fridges and freezers now with fresh ingredients. This time of year is when our fridge really transitions to a lot of fresh fruits and vegetables and all the things that we missed during the pantry challenge, all those fresh items. So we will be chugging along with that. Isabella actually just made a a fruit dip the other night. I did not capture it on video, but it was
Philadelphia cream cheese. It can either be strawberry or
any kind of fruit flavor.
yeah, any flavor, even original. I used original, and I used fluff. It was cream cheese and fluff, and you like mix it together. I was like,
she was mashing it.
yeah,
She didn't want to get
I
out the
skipped it.
power tools. So basically what you do is you mix together, was it equal parts?
It's just go
The
with your
same?
heart.
Go with your heart. Measure with your heart. That's a girl after my own heart. So I would say equal parts of cream cheese and fluff, and you just whisk it together. It's a great fruit dip. The whole family was crowded around the island after that, chowing down on some berries. So yeah, I know I'm rambling just because I feel like I haven't got to talk to all of you in such a long time. But they're all doing really good. They're all taking really good care of me, and we go through everything as a family. So we're gonna go through filling these spices now. Let's do it. So that took us just a few minutes, and we filled or refilled everything that we had, and I identified all of the new kind of blends and spices and seasonings that we need new containers for. So I have more like of these small jars that I'll be adding, and like some of these. Let's see here, like
What are these?
I usually put those in simmer pots, star anise. But like this one, like crab and seafood boil, this is like a 1 serving. So this is just going to live in the bag until it's used. But I had all of these kind of hacked up since during and a little bit after the pantry challenge until we could get around to doing a full restock. And do not like judge that I'm not taking out spice from the jar before filling it or anything like that. Like we go through these spices so quickly. There's nothing to be like of concern with there whatsoever. I typically will fill them like twice, and then they go for a good washing, and then we print new labels and restart. So that's kind of all we have for today, right, Pips? What did we find that we need to get more of?
Garlic and onion powder.
Garlic and onion powder. Use that like water. So we need to get some more of that, and we need to start making some labels for the new ones. So
I want to make them.
you want to make them? So thanks for joining me for our little tidbit of a video here, and I am hopefully going to make another video. I know a lot of you have been asking like what my favorite kitchen items are or favorite like cookbooks, and I know it's soon to be into canning season, so I'm thinking about doing a few videos along those lines and try and find links for you. So I'm not very fast on the computer right now because one hand, so just bear with me. But when I do that video, I will make sure that I try to provide you all with links. And if there's anything in particular that you have a question about, leave it in the comments. I'm still monitoring everything. And Isabel's having a grand old time over here. So I have noisy dogs in there, and we're going to go. I'll see you next time.